Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. My name's Nicole. My pronouns are she and her, and I live in the Pacific Northwest on the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish nations. And today we're doing a budget check-in. I think this is week 5 of September 2021, and I am sitting on the couch. It's late, it's dark. You're sitting on my knees, so sorry if there's a little movement. But it's been a really long week. We had our first week of classes. We are not entirely in person, but we are the most in person we have been throughout the entire pandemic, which of course is ongoing. We are still in a pandemic. And I worked 3 12-hour days this week. It was intense. And that was, with 2 8-hour days. Yeah, it was a really intense week. It also was a really fun week. It was hard. I was tired. I'm tired. So I'm just trying to get this out. You probably noticed this has been a bit of a month with just budget check-ins, and I'll be back with my regularly scheduled like food content and whatnot as soon as things just chill out a little bit. I have a few things like in the queue, but I just have not had a minute to edit them together or whatever. So yeah, let's get into this budget check-in. This is so weird. I went to check my credit card because as many of you know, I use a credit card for all of my budgeted expenses and then I pay it off each month, and this gives me travel points. I went to check and there were a few things that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to put those in. And then I got distracted or I had to go switch the laundry or something. And when I came back to it later, I went in and like some of the things were missing. So I don't know, like this OVS transaction for Violet's medicine is not showing on my credit card right now. So I think maybe it's just like the time when things switch over from pending to not pending. But anyway, it's really weird. So I think there's a few transactions missing. And if that's the case, I'll just do them when I do my reconciliation, which is what I do every month actually without talking about it. But yeah, that's the situation. Let's go down these transactions. Okay, so oh yeah, like I got gas, but I also bought like a snack, and then when I went back in, the snack and the gas are both missing. But they were pending previously, so anyway, I'll make sure I add that snack in. Worry not, I will add in the snack. Okay, so let's scroll on down to, let me make this a little smaller. All right, let's scroll on down to gas. I got gas for $36.45. And I'm a little over. Okay, yeah, I did actually drive to Tacoma several times this week, and I drove to Seattle, but one time was for work, so I will get reimbursed for that. But anyway, I was a little over on gas, so I might have to think about increasing my gas if I'm gonna like actually leave the town I live in on occasion. Which like I feel like could go either way. I've been doing a little more interesting stuff outside of my town, but I'm really busy right now, so who knows. Anyway, $36.45 for gas. I was relaxing one day, chilling, and I don't know why I said it like that. I needed retail therapy one day, and I went to the art supply store, and frankly, I showed a lot of constraint. I restrained myself, and I'm going to go into the fun category, and I spent $18.14. And you know what? I'm over this category, but I realized that I have not put anything in my 2% to art, but yet I have two multiple art things here. So I'm going to switch some of them. I'm going to put this in art, 2%. Yeah, let's move that over there, frankly. And I'm going to switch this to 2% art. And I'm going to switch this. These are all things that I bought directly from artists. So I don't know why I didn't put them in that category to begin with. All right. Still over and fun, but much less. All right, let's get back to these transactions. Oh, I just said several times in a row, and I'm not sorry, but I did notice. Okay, 95.23 for Violet's medicines. Petworks 63.12 for about 1,000,000 little packets of cat like snacks that do not have chicken in them. Um, Anything else here? I'm gonna scroll up. I'm going to scroll up to sharing my income. Last week, I could not remember what puppy help was for, and now that I did remember, it seems so silly. I think this is actually kind of funny. Like, I honestly just forget after I spend money, which is why this very precise, very detailed way of tracking is so important for my brain. I know it's not for everyone, but I literally spend money and then I forget. It ceases to exist. And that can be really dangerous. So even when I'm over, I am seeing a lot of red, and that's not ideal, but I think I just like to remind myself, like to remind you. Um, this is why tracking for many of our brains is so valuable because even when we're over, we have not like gone completely off the rails. Like we are still in the realm of the budget. And frankly, for me, that would not have been the situation in prior times. So, yeah, let's keep that in mind. So, puppy help was actually a friend needing some help with their puppy. So, that's going to go into sharing my income. This is a bit over, but as we all know, I'm actually trying to increase this number. I'm hoping we could get closer to 10%. These numbers together should equal 7%, but I'm hoping we can get a little closer to 10%, especially in the sharing part. Next, I have, let's go down to groceries and eating out. I really ate, look, I have all this money left in groceries, but like I went way over in eating out, so that's interesting. I did go to Safeway and I spent $43.57, so that goes there. What's left? I have 77 remaining. Okay, well, you know what? These might actually end up canceling each other out a bit, so that would be cool. Anyway, my school, this nearby bank came to my school and gave us free coffee, but I tipped the person working, and that was $2, and so that goes into restaurants. And then last but not least, I paid for this with cash, so it was actually just under $10, but I got Taco Bell for dinner one night, and it was so good. Um, it had been a minute since I had had a chalupa, and it was so good. But okay, that is me for the month of September. Um, Hopefully this week I will be here. Oh, maybe this is week 4. Maybe this is week 4. I will check and it will be in the title of this video. But anyway, I will be sharing my budget reconciliation and my plan for October very soon. Hopefully this week, but we'll just see how it goes. Thanks for being patient with me, and if you're looking for a certain kind of video, definitely let me know. I really appreciate you helping me stay accountable to my budget, checking in, and watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I would love it if you like it, and if you want to see more stuff like this or not, or food stuff or whatever, please consider subscribing. I will see you in the next video.